Meeting you where you are. The meaning behind the slogan is that we meet the community where they are, on their journey towards holistic health, a plant-based lifestyle, and veganism, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. We do this through people, food, events, and culture. Our 6 pillars are earth, eating, education, empowerment, enlightenment, and events. We are Black Veg Society.
We are live. Happy New Year. Thank you for tuning in. Let me help you, a loved one or friend, find your vegan soul through food, people, events, and culture. We are in a new year, 2026. 2026. I hope everyone is in the new mode of planning new things. If you're into the numerology, this is the year of new beginnings. So please look into that because it will help you for the rest of the year. So find your numerologist or your astrologist and get in tune with what you should be focusing on in the new year. Now, for Black Veg Society, we're going to be focusing on a lot of things. It is a new year. We have a lot of projects coming down the pike. So we're excited about all of that. But before I talk about that, I wanted to just give kind of an introduction on what Black Veg Society is and how it started. If any of you know, I am the marketing director and managing partner of the Land of Kush, who is celebrating, Land of Kush is celebrating 15 years in the vegan restaurant business right here in the city of Baltimore, Maryland. So if you're in the Baltimore area and you've been to the Land of Kush, you know, and you've seen and you've witnessed what we've been through, the highs, the lows, the inconsistencies, the birth of projects and events. We are celebrating 15 years. And if it wasn't for the Land of Kush, there would be no Black Veg Society. So Black Veg Society is the charitable arm of the Land of Kush. And I'm going to tell you how all that happened. During our first couple of years, building the Land of Kush as new restaurateurs, because myself and my husband Greg, we knew nothing about restaurants or vegan restaurants. Greg is the brains behind the Land of Kush. Land of Kush is his project. He's the lead on it. I came in on the back end to help him push the story and amplify the messaging of what the Land of Kush was about, what we were doing, and to become a social enterprise in the community. So we are not just a restaurant. We are not just an eatery. We are not just a place that you can come down and sit and eat. We are a social enterprise. We are ingrained in the community and helping the community transition to a plant-based lifestyle, a vegan lifestyle, a lifestyle of holistic health, whatever it is you want to do, we want to meet you there halfway to do that. And that is what the Land of Kush is about. And so, of course, that's going to transfer into what we do with the Black Veg Society. So we had multiple customers, hundreds of customers coming into the Land of Kush over the years. In those critical 3 years, let's start with the first year. We had one loyal customer that would come in all the time. I love this customer, Julius. He launched the Black Vegetarian Society of Maryland Facebook page. So if you go right now, it's Black Veg Society. We rebranded, but we'll get into all of that. In the beginning, the Black Vegetarian Society of Maryland Facebook page was initiated in 2010. So this was a year before Land of Kush opened its brick and mortars. This customer would come in and observe how we were communicating and connecting with the community. So I believe in the second year or so, he sat down and talked to us about adopting and taking over this Facebook page. Now, I don't believe at the time we were really as active as we should have been with Facebook. We were doing some things. I got to go back and look. It's been 15 years, so that's a long time. We're closing on almost 2 decades, but it was a lot to do at that time because we were trying to build a restaurant. We were trying to, make sure we were ironing out any, inconsistencies, avoids. Greg was actually running the restaurant the first year we were in business. I was, just giving birth to our daughter. So I was in corporate and I was pregnant and I was out. So it was all this stuff going on in the first 3 years. Trust me, if Greg was here, he can tell you the story. He's a great storyteller. But within these 3 years, all this was going on. We opened in 2011 and then I got pregnant. So I'm pregnant and still in corporate. And then I had Pia in 2012. And then I took a leave of absence for about 8 months. And I got to see how the restaurant was doing throughout 2012. So we couldn't adopt this Facebook page. Once I left corporate in 2013, when I made the decision to leave corporate America and help my husband build this social enterprise that we now call the Land of Kush, I was able to really observe and study what all was needed and identify that, maybe we do need, this external operation to build more community with, and that was the Black Vegetarian Society of Maryland. And it wasn't a nonprofit yet. It became a nonprofit once we co-founded and launched the first vegan soul fest in Baltimore City. That is when the Black Vegetarian Society of Maryland really birthed, because we saw the opportunities of it really engaging in the community and what it would bring us, not just from the Land of Kush standpoint, but from a charitable organization and things that we needed to do that Land of Kush really wasn't in the position to do, because the restaurant, you got to run the business, you got to deal with staffing. So then once Land of Kush was stable enough to where I can kind of tippy toe and venture into some other things, that's when the Black Vegetarian Society of Maryland really, started doing its business. And we did that by hosting table sampling events around the neighborhood to show people how great vegan milk tastes, different brands, how great vegan products taste. So not just Land of Kush, but commercial products, or just how you can make great food by yourself at home, cook and things like that. So that's how the Black Vegetarian Society of Maryland began. So it's been a long journey. And all that to say, and I see everybody coming in. Hi, good afternoon, Mom. Yeah, I got to tell this story because, the Land of Kush is celebrating 15 years, and Black Veg Society is celebrating over 10 years, 11 years this year, later on in the year. And it's just been a long journey for us. And we appreciate the continued support from the community and on the restaurant side, and now on the nonprofit side, with all of the projects and events that we have in store for 2026. I see you, Boy Blaze. Thank you for tuning in and conversating with us. It's definitely been a long journey. So I'm happy about 2026. I'm happy about, the number of 1. If you're into the numerology, the new beginnings, and a lot more to come. So I just wanted to come on here and wish everyone a happy new year, and to make sure that you're intentional about your plans and what you're going to be doing in this new year. Black Veg Society. Well, now it's Black Veg Society. We rebranded, and I wanted to mention. I had to mention the Black Vegetarian Society of Maryland wasn't the first Black Vegetarian Society. Black Vegetarian Society of Georgia was the first Black Vegetarian Society birth, and you can always get information on that through the African American Vegan Startup Guide, which you can find on our website at Black Veg Society. Let me share that because I want to, you don't have to just see my talking head. If you go to the website, you can see the blackvegsociety.org. You can see where we have, what our mission is, meeting you where you are, how long we celebrated, what our focus is. We're educating the Black, Indigenous, and people of color communities on the benefits of holistic health. Just like I mentioned, the plant-based diet and veganism. We're building community. We establish strategic partnerships with businesses, schools, churches, nonprofits, local and state government, health and wellness coaches, chefs, and vegan and plant-based campaign coalition organizers. And we're going to talk about some of that work throughout this broadcast. We organize, as I mentioned, and host special events such as Veg Fest, Vegan Restaurant Weeks, multi-city hybrid events, and webinars. And our website is a 24/7 online resource center, which we are continuing to update as we go along. So there is, still some work in progress here, but you can come on here. It is a resource, and you can click on 6 resources. These are our pillars. We want to make sure that you understand the earth impact of the movement that we're in, learning ways to respect and protect the planet. We also know that eating, the food, it has to taste good. It has to be nutritious and delicious. So there is a vegan starter guide, and that's the guide that I was going to say. It goes in and it references the Black Vegetarian Society of Georgia, who we are a lifetime corporate member of, was the first Black Vegetarian Society to be established in 1996. So this is not a new thing for us and our people, our demographic. We've been here. We know this lifestyle. So there you have it with that. Like, we know what we're doing. We are educating our people on health and wellness, and taking people back to the roots, cooking, gardening, and eating whole food, plant-based foods, using food as medicine. And that's where the education piece comes in. We're educating communities on health. We're empowering people. So it's not all about having to go to a restaurant all the time, even though, those of us that like to hang out and go to different restaurants, that's great. But with costs going up, which, costs are going up, you're going to have to do some cooking in the house. if it's accessible and you're capable of doing that, you should learn how to cook, some meals at home. And going to the eating guide, and any guide, or just Googling or YouTubing, you're going to find lots of plant-based recipes to assist you in that journey. There's just a number of advantages to empowering yourself to learn how to cook plant-based meals for you and your family. So learn ways to empower yourself, and then we're going to enlighten you. Right now, you're tuning into Naijha Speaks, and I appreciate you for that. Enlighten yourself by watching platforms like this, where I'm going to help you, a loved one and friend, find your vegan soul. And then events, it can't be all work and no play. We love events. Those are our 6 pillars of E to reach your excellence in this movement, in this journey of you bettering your health and becoming your better self. and you can learn about some of the things that we've worked on in the past, like the Children's Veg Fest, which we are happy to announce there will be a third annual one this year. We are continuing our partnership with the Y, so more to come on that, and work we've done with organizations, and also the Maryland Vegan Restaurant week that's coming back in March. So you got to sign up to our newsletters. Make sure you go to blackvegsociety.org and you stay tuned, because there's going to be a lot going on and we don't want you to miss anything. Let me just make sure I put this in the comments to sign up. Opt in, join our email list. And so you can get all the details of what is to come. What else? While I'm here, I think I always like to make sure that you are aware who the team is. Black Veg Society is a small team of impactful leaders that are doing work on their own in their communities. And we say we are more than a nonprofit, because we are. We're not just a nonprofit organization. I co-founded Black Veg Society. So I'm a co-founder, executive director. Gregory Brown, my husband, is also a co-founder, and he sits on the chair position. We have Willie Flowers, who is the president of the Maryland State, the NAACP Maryland State Conference. He does a lot of work in Howard County for the NAACP. So he is our senior advisor on some of the stuff that we work on and the connections that we make. Crystal Foreman, who is from Holistic Wellness and Health, doing 10 years, one decade of impactful community work in this space. She is a founding member and definitely an asset to our organization, knowledgeable. You need to, all her information is here, LinkedIn. You can click on all the members and find out more about them. Tony St. Clair, who is a great friend of ours, accountant, and she's treasurer of the Black Veg Society, doing a lot of work in the online space during COVID. She led the Food as Medicine series, which you can find on our Black Veg Society YouTube channel. So if you want to, learn more about how food can be used as medicine, you definitely want to check her series out and learn more about her. We have Dr. Dominic Nell. Definitely got to update that, because he's gotten his honorary doctorate. So it's Dr. Dominic Nell. We call him Farmer Nell. Again, he's doing amazing work in the community. So happy to have him on the board with us. From time to time, we do have youth mentees. Our last mentee that we connected with is listed here. We work closely with Friends of the Earth and their youth steering committee. So we take on youth mentees each year. We're also connected with the Reducitarian Foundation, and sometimes we have interns working with us through them. So we definitely love to work with young mentees, whether they're in high school or in college, and exchange knowledge, because it's not just about us teaching them, they're teaching us as well, whether it's on technological base, arts, whatever it is. We love to engage the youth. So shout out to Zanae. She has an incredible page. You need to follow her on Instagram. Her information is there. She talks all about environmental issues and how you can contribute to creating a less negative impact on the environment. Michelle Stafford, who co-founded the Children's Veg Fest with me, and very, very impactful in the community in terms of the yoga and trauma informed and all that type of stuff. You can find out more about her. She's secretary of our board, and then Kennedy Little, who we worked with, in the past and helped us to build some of our communications and newsletters from Black Veg Society. She's now with Food Empowerment Project. So you would see us sharing a lot of food empowerment project initiatives as well. So shout out and Happy New Year's to Kennedy Little. So just wanted to show you the small team. We'll be building more and adding more people as we find the best fits for this organization. So we'll put that information out there, at some point, whether it's volunteers or whether it's people to help us on actual projects. You'll see, this updated as that is necessary. And then, of course, shouting out our funders. And I'm going to make a pitch after this, after you see all the funders. But Mercy for Animals, for the People's Fund, a continued supporter of Black Veg Society for many years. A Welfare World, who was the initial supporter for Black Veg Society. If you haven't seen my interview with Dawn Moncrief, please go to previous interviews. I think she was the last interview that I did in 2025. I wanted to make sure I closed it out with a bang. Dawn has helped us tremendously in growing Black Veg Society, making those connections and just being there. And we've supported as well. We want to make sure they get their support because they have a lot of plant-based hunger solutions and initiatives that need support. So please support A Well-Fed World and learn more about them. They have an amazing climate-friendly food guide, which is under our Earth. The E emblem that I showed you earlier under resources. If you click there, you will find their guide there and learn more about how you can contribute to decreasing global hunger. And again, check out that interview that I had with Dawn a few weeks ago. She talks about all of that. ETC Impact has supported us in the past. Collectively is Baltimore-based organization that's building Black futures together. So a major supporter of Black Veg Society. They're looking for Black-led social change organizations, and they are doing that work. So I've actually got to see them grow from when they began. So shout out to them. Visit Maryland, the Office of Tourism, major supporter of ours. We appreciate their support. They've been very instrumental in helping us with funds for marketing. Anybody that is in an organization, nonprofit, for profit, you understand, if the marketing dollars aren't there, it can be a challenge to get the word out. So they have been instrumental in helping us do that with the Vegan Soul Fest, with Children's Veg Fest, with Maryland Vegan Restaurant Week. So we appreciate their support, and they're also the presenting sponsor this year for Children's Veg Fest, for Maryland Vegan Restaurant Week, and any vegan fest that comes into fruition in 2026. They will be the presenting sponsor. Shout out to Dr. Bronner's. I don't care what you say, like people trying to figure out what Dr. Bronner's is and the magic soap and all the words on the product. I've known Dr. Bronner since I was 6 years old. So I would have never imagined being connected with them as an adult. They have supported us over the years. The product is good. Hey, get yourself some Dr. Bronner's, and breathe that nice soap smell. I got this orange lavender lotion that I use from them. Oh my God, like orange and lavender. Hey, first thing in the morning after I get out of the shower, it's like, oh, incredible. So shout out to Dr. Bronner's. Vegan Grants, major supporter of ours. We appreciate them. They've funded most, if not all, of our projects at some point. So we definitely want to continue to be aligned in their mission. So anyone that is into vegan events or vegan initiatives and wants to create more vegans, check out Vegan Grants. Craigslist is our newest funder. We were funded the first time through them in 2025. So, hopefully in 2026, we'll get awarded again after I give them this impact report. So shout out to Craigslist, a charitable fund. And as I said, the People's Fund is part of Mercy for Animals initiative to give back to Black, Indigenous, and people of color organizations. Pain Brador Giving Fund. We you know what? I have to shout them out. We received a grant check in December before December closed, and they are handling the funding for our social media and website management. So shout out to Payne Verdor, because you need social media, you need website management, so you need funds to pay for that. And then Friends of the Earth. We are founding members of the Plant Powered School Foods Coalition, and I got to bring up the page. So you know the impact of what we have is the Plant Powered School Foods Coalition. We are working to get more plant-based options in K through 12 schools. Very important. If children do not have nutritional food, good food for the brain, how do we expect them to learn? It's impossible. Like we have to nourish our children. They have to eat the right foods. They got to stop consuming all of this processed sugar, processed foods. So the Plant Powered School Foods Coalition, that's administered by Friends of the Earth, where Black Veg Society is a founding member, this helps us to work on those initiatives. So shout out to them. Let me just show you some of the outreach projects that we're working on. And then, there we go. I'm going to click on that Plant Powered School Food Meals. Naijha Speaks is funded by Black Veg Society. Without their dollars, I can't pay for the StreamYard platform that I'm using to stream, the wireless access, broadband access that we need to run the show, anything, the time and energy that takes to put in there when I'm going on site to interview folks, when I'm going to events, or if I'm sending people to events to get coverage for us, all of that costs. So shout out to Naijha Speaks and that initiative. Then you got Maryland Vegan Eats, MDVE, where we launched the Vegan Restaurant Weeks that's coming up in March. And we also launched one in August. Vegan Soul Fest is an initiative, Children's Veg Fest, and also, like I mentioned, the Plant Powered School Meals Coalition. Let me click on that one because I will be in DC next week in strategic planning meetings and talking to our members of Congress about the Plant Powered School Meals initiatives and the things that we need to get more plant powered foods in schools so it can meet the needs of people and the planet. Long are the days where children should be forced to just consume the standard diet. We have children with dietary restrictions, allergies, all sorts of things, religious beliefs and philosophies. So we have to make sure that we are offering, a diverse food option, lunch options, and milks. It was just passed that soy milk can be offered in schools, and the parents don't need a doctor's note. I remember when I was trying to register my daughter in daycare in schools, the first thing I would say is she doesn't consume cow's milk. Oh, well, you need a doctor's note for that. Why? Why should you need a doctor's note for if you don't want your child to consume cow's milk? Are they asking for doctor's notes when if your child can't consume nuts or eggs? It was just cow's milk that they were asking for this, and I said, well, she's not going to consume it. First of all, she's on breast milk. That's the milk that she's drinking. And then if there's an alternative, it's going to be either rice milk or soy milk, and that's it. So anyway, this new law has changed all of that. So years and years of testimony and advocating, we finally won. And this is going to be a great deal for parents who have struggled with this requirement that your child has to consume the cow's milk or you bring a doctor's note. Enough of that. The next initiative is the food guidelines. So the food guidelines that they may have been released yesterday, I'm not sure. More to come because I'll be getting some coverage next week at the meeting and talking to some of the coalition members that are in the Plant Powered School Meals Coalition. And so stay tuned for that next week so we can find out more about what's going on that end. But if you want to join the coalition, if you want to join the movement, please go to this website. I'm going to put it in the comments because we need more parents and more food service directors and more organizations to join us in this movement. So I'm putting that in the comments. If this is something that interests you, having plant power school meals in K through 12 schools, please join this movement. It is a very important movement. And without the coalition members, we couldn't get any of this work done. So the Plant Power School Meals Coalition expands nutritious and delicious plant-based foods and beverages in U.S. K through 12 schools. So let's get to work, everybody. Very important right here. Look at all of these youth are all happy. Why? Because we're making moves on this initiative. So that's all I have for that. Well, that is all I have for you. Again, I just wanted to wish everyone a happy new year. Make sure you know in the numerology in definition that this is the year of one. It's new beginnings. So not just a new year, it's a new beginning. So whatever you were thinking about doing new for you, start. Don't wait till late in the year. Start now. Start this month and make those moves because tomorrow and time is promised to none of us. And whatever you decide to do, make sure it is positive, because positive, make sure it's peaceful. Let's start with that. Peace. That's why I would say peace and blessings. I want you to have peace and blessings because peace, as my husband says, is positive energy activating constant elevation. Positive energy activating constant elevation. So peace and then blessings. You are blessed, and I always want to give blessings and all good because and it's to be grateful and thankful for all that you have. Oh, all of that, and I forgot to do my pitch. If you donate today at Black Veg Society or today, Thursday, if you donate today a minimum of $25, we will send you a signature Black Veg Society pen. We will send you a signature Black Veg Society pen, and you'll get a vegan t-shirt. Now, we have a number of different vegan t-shirts, and I don't have all of them to show you here. But when you donate, I will personally connect with you so we can get you the pen and the thank you card and the t-shirt to you. Now, it's limited, so this is not unlimited t-shirts and unlimited pens. We have a limited amount of pens and t-shirts. So please, the first 25 people to donate $25 will be those people that get the signature pen and the t-shirt. So go to blackvegsociety.org and click the donate button. Do I need to bring the website up again? Let me show you where it is. And I said the first 25 people to donate will get the signature pin and the t-shirt. So let me just show you it. Donate now. And it's a minimum of $25. Now you can donate whatever you want. You can donate whatever amount you want, but the minimum is $25 in order for us to mail, because once you do, we got to mail the pin and mail the, all that is a cost. So you cover that. $25. Now, if you donate more than that, you'll see the tiers there and what it offers. Let me see if I can share that with you. 1 second. So you know what's going on. So once you donate and you select one of the tiers, so I said 25 because 25 supports my live promoting a vegan business or advocate. So right now I'm on here promoting Black Veg Society and talking about the Land of Kush's 15 years in business. $50, we can support a plant-based cooking demo either on social media or in the community, but we would work towards getting it on social media because we want to bring more of that back. We need to cover food costs for people that do cooking demos. So we want to negotiate. If we can get somebody to do a cooking demo, we can compensate them for the food at minimum that they have to pay for the demo. Then if it's $150, we actually donate plant-based meals. So Land of Kush donates a lot of meals to people that need it, organizations and stuff like that. If we can't donate, is because we don't have the funds to donate these meals to different agencies. So that donation helps us do that. 250 and above, you'll get all the stuff. If you donate 250, you'll get all of that. It'll help all of the above, and then you'll get a social media mention or recognition, and then so on and so on. But again, the minimum is $25 in order to get the signature pin and the t-shirt. So on that note, I think I did my job here, covered what I needed to cover. Black Veg Society, Happy New Year. We're on the move. More to come. Please tune in to Naijha Speaks on Thursdays at noon for more information. And I hope to be live on site at the Plant Power School Meals Coalition strategy meeting and interviewing some of the coalition members next Thursday. So tune in. Have a good one.
Meeting you where you are. The meaning behind the slogan is that we meet the community where they are. On their journey towards holistic health, a plant-based lifestyle, and veganism, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. We do this through people, food, events, and culture. Our 6 pillars are birth, eating, education, empowerment, enlightenment, and events. We are Black Veg Society.